About 20 years ago, I met this guy and we were talking about some income, and he told me that he lives out of dividend stocks. At that time, I did not know much about dividend stock. I barely knew that they exist. But what did I do? I researched. And today, I'm gonna explain to you guys in a simple way, like just a couple of sentences, how dividend stocks work. Is the distribution of a profit of a company to their shareholders. So basically, instead them to keep their money to themselves, they get this profit and give a little bit to each shareholder. So for each share that you have like a percentual. Dividends can be taken away at any time. If the company is not doing good, they're gonna take away the dividends, like CCL did a couple of years ago. The other thing, usually these companies don't grow as much as other companies. So the dividend stocks, it's gonna have some growth in the stocks, but it's gonna be less than, for example, Tesla grew in the last couple of years. Hi, my name is Hugo. Welcome back to Crypto and Stocks. It is a pleasure to have you guys here. My subscribers keep growing. Thank you so much to every single one of you guys. And if it's your first time watching this channel, coming here, subscribe. I bring in like 4, 5, 6 videos a week about finance, and I hope I help some of you guys. And if you do like the value of this video, make sure to smash the thumbs up, and please share with family and friends because it helps a lot. The algorithm like when you guys like, share, and even when you guys comment. Even if it's a bad comment, put it there. Let me know what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong. So in this video, I want to talk about dividend stocks, and there's tons of videos out there. How can you make $1,000 a month in dividends? And I actually put a short about that a time ago. But you know, $1,000 is good, but 3,000 is much better, right? If you think about it, you get your social security check plus $3,000, you can have a much better life than with $1,000. So let's see how much it will cost to you to invest to get $3,000 per month in dividends. And if you watch this video all the way to the end, I'm gonna tell, because what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bring 5 stocks, bring the amount that you have to get it. But then on the end of the video, I'm gonna show each one of the stocks how much you need to invest in each one of these stocks individually, not in a group, to get $3,000 a month. I always let people know that it's better diversified than buy one stock, because if that stock stop paying for dividends, then you still have the shares, but you don't have the dividend. But if you diversify, it might help, okay? And before I start talking about the stock, because I'm gonna talk the dividends, I'm gonna analyze the stocks, I'm gonna explain why I picked these 5 stocks, I want to do a quick disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor, so before you buy, hold, or sell any stocks, make sure to follow up with financial advisor or do your own study. Don't buy or sell just because I'm telling you. Make sure you understand the fundamentals, the balance sheet, and everything about the stock before you're doing it. No more delays, let's talk about dividends. The first stock that I'm gonna talk about is Home Depot. Home Depot stock price is $324.26. In the beginning of the week, Home Depot stock was $314.83, and end the week at $324.26. So some gains there. P ratio of 20.88 and a dividend yield of 2.34%. That's $7.60 per year. Home Depot has been paying dividends for over 13 years. What makes solid? Anytime you pass the 10 years, 13 years paying dividend consistently, that's really good, but it gets better. Look, my next stock. The next stock I'm gonna talk about is Johnson & Johnson. Let's see the analysis on the stock. Johnson & Johnson price is $169.48. In the last week, it went from $164.39 to $169.48. The P ratio is 21.7. That's not bad. And pay a dividend yield of 2.5%. This is basically $4.24 per year that this stock pay. Johnson & Johnson has been paying dividends. It actually just celebrated 50 years of dividend in March of 2022. 50 years been consistently dividends. The stock is a solid stock. That's why it's one on my list. Let's go to the next stock. And the next stock is the one that has paid dividends for the longest. The stock I'm talking about, 3M. The price per share on 3M is $146.73. For the last week, it actually dropped a little bit. It went from $148.66 down to $146.73. Has a P ratio of 14.5. Pays a dividend yield. It's a half dividend yield of 4.6%. That's equivalent to 5.96 cents per year. So it's paid $5.96 per year. 3M, you're not gonna believe it, but has been paying dividends for over 100 years. I actually just put a short yesterday about the 3M. What company has been paying consistently dividends for over 100 years? 3M has. That's awesome. Congratulations to 3M. The next talk we're gonna talk about now, we are going to the energy sector, and that's Exxon Mobil. Exxon Mobil stock price is $84.09. For the last week, with the whole war situation happening, so this stock went from $77.19 to $84.09. The P ratio is so low, 15.6. That's amazing. Pays that incredible hefty dividend of 4.19%. So it is $3.52 per share. Exxon Mobil has been paying dividends for 39 years. It's solid, continued for 39 years. That's amazing. And the last stock we're gonna talk about is Coca Cola, the favorite from Warren Buffett. Coca Cola price is $62.57, and the last week went from $62.05 to $62.57. The P ratio is 27.81, pays a dividend of 2.81%, and this is equivalent to $1.76. Coca-Cola has been paying dividends consistently for 58 years. So why I'm picking these 5 stocks? I believe these stocks are solid enough to have some growth, and on top of that, we get some dividends. If you get these 5 stocks, that's Home Depot, J&J, 3M, XOM, and Coca-Cola, each one's gonna be responsible for 20%. So to get to $3,000 a month, you need to have in dividends per year $36,000. So each one's gonna be responsible for 20%. Each stock need to give you $7,200 per year. So Home Depot, how many stocks do I need to get $7,200 per year? So Home Depot, you're gonna need 947 shares. This will cost you $307,000. And with this $307,000, you will get $7,200 per year. J&J, you're gonna need 1,698 shares. That's gonna cost you $288,000. This $288,000, that's equivalent to 1,698 shares. It will give you $7,200 in dividends every year. 3M, you're gonna need 1,208 shares, and that's gonna cost you $177,000. I know you're gonna say, why I just don't buy 3M? And you can. But the way I see, if you diversify, you have a better chance to not get knocked down on the ground by someone stop the dividends. That's how I see it. But you can buy 3M. So if you if you spend $177,000, you're gonna get 1,208 shares, and this will give you 7,200 in dividends per year. XOM, another one that's cheap compared to the other ones, you're gonna need 2,045 shares, and that's gonna cost you $172,000. And these 2,045 shares gonna give you 7,200 per year. In Coca-Cola, you're gonna need a lot of shares. You're gonna need 4,090 shares because it's cheaper, right? Coca-Cola is only $62 per share, and that's gonna cost you $256,000. And if you have this amount of shares of Coca-Cola, you're gonna get 7,200 every year. and put all these 7,200 per year in each one of these stocks, you got the 36,000 a year. That's $3,000 a month, and that's gonna cost you only about 1.2 million. I know it costs a lot, but let me break it down, because you might like, I just wanna go crazy and YOLO on one stock. So let me break that down for you. Home Depot, you're gonna need 4,736 shares, and that's gonna cost you about $1.5 million. J&J, you're gonna need 8,490 shares, and that's also gonna cost you about $1.4 million, a little bit over $1.4 million. The next two is gonna cost much less, and if you have that amount of money, you wanna get that dividend just from those stocks, it's up to you, okay? 3M, you're gonna need 6,040 shares, and that's only gonna cost you $886,000. I know that's a lot of money, but this $886,000 invest in 3M is gonna give you $3,000 a month every month for as long as they pay dividends, and plus you still continue with the shares. You just take the dividends and you continue. The stocks still keep growing, And if one day you want to take the whole thing, you can take the whole thing. It's up to you. XOM, you will need 10,227 shares, and that's gonna cost you $860,000, and that's gonna give again $3,000 a month. See, those two stocks are half the price of the Home Depot and the Johnson & Johnson. But if you diversify, you pay more, but you have more guarantee that you're gonna have some income. That's my opinion. Again, always follow up with a financial advisor. And Coca Cola, you're gonna need, hold on tight, 20,454 shares, and that's gonna cost you $1.279 million. So $1,279,000. That's gonna give you $3,000 just in Coca Cola stock that has been paying dividends for over 58 years. But that's it, folks. If you have any question about, if I kind of complicate a little bit, put it down in the comment. If you have not done yet, please go ahead, subscribe. You stayed that long, you should give me a chance. And smash the like button. The YouTube algorithm, I always love when people like and share my videos. Share with your friends. If someone want to live out of dividends, show this video. Tell them to put a comment if they want me analyze another stock and see what will pay in dividends, okay? I hope you guys have a good day. Here in Denver, it's gonna be cold this next week. It's snowing. So I hope you guys be safe out there and keep investing. Have a good day. Nothing's ever gonna bring me down. This feeling got me flying high as a bird.